First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So friends, before getting into the video of Target-100 series, so I just want to say two quick information. So the first is the test series. So do not forget, each and every student, those who are preparing for the bank exams, any bank exam, do not forget to purchase the test series on my website or my mobile application. It is only 99 rupees. You can able to write all the test series which is inside the package. Do not forget to buy it immediately, because anytime the price might be increased. Now it is only 99. Do not forget to buy the test series. The first thing. And the second, where you can able to get the complete videos of Feel Free to Learn, what I posted on my YouTube channel in an offline mode. We copy all the videos and give it to you in the form of pen drive. So you can able to watch all my videos in an offline mode. Do not forget to WhatsApp us. Our team will tell you the details. So friends, at last, this is one of the most important series video, that is Target-100. Definitely those who are preparing for the bank exams, it can be any, it can be RRB clerk, RRB PO, it can be any bank exam. Do not forget to watch all the videos of Target-100. So now starting from the first video, and just play the video, right? Just play the video. Take a note and simultaneously you too try to solve the question. Within 1 hour or within 2 hours, you can solve 100 questions. A perfect revision video. Do not forget to watch all my Target-100 series, those who are preparing for the bank exams. And test series and videos, never forget it. So now let me get into the video of Target-100. So friends, now let me get into the second part of time and work. So that is on Target-100 series. So do not forget to watch the previous video, because previous video is the first part where I have taught you some of the important question for, especially for the bank exam. So here also I will be teaching some of the important question for the bank exams, right? So before watching this video, I have told you this. So first, do not forget to watch all the playlist, that is on time and work playlist videos. I have posted 9 to 10 videos on time and work. So do not forget to watch all the videos. So that is the basics of time and work. So first watch that, and then practice is more and more important. So in my test series, I have given a separate time and work test, that is 4 tests, each contain 25 questions. So do not forget to write the test. Right? So learn and then practice. Definitely time and work topic will be easy. So now let me get into this question on the second part. So 9 children can complete a piece of work in 360 days. 18 men can complete a piece of work in 72 days. 12 men can complete a piece of work in 162 days. In how many days 4 men, 12 women, 10 children together can complete a piece of work? So it's a normal question actually. Our target is to find 4 men, right? So 4 men, 12 children, 12 women and 10 children. So how many days they take to complete a work? So what will be our target is, our target is to find what is the work that was done by 1 man in 1 day, right? 1 man work done, 1 woman work done, 1 children work done. So after finding all the values, so substitute in the equation, you will get the final answer. And here in this concept, I have in my time and work video, I have taught you 2 concepts. One is a normal method, and the next one is the little bit of shortcut method. So shortcut method is nothing like equating men is equal to women is equal to children. I have told you how to equate it in a simple way. So after equating it, you have to substitute that equated value here to get the answer easily. So in those cases, right, while teaching itself, I have told you one thing. If the numbers are huge, for example 360 days, 720 days, 180 days, in those scenario, go with the traditional method. If the numbers are smaller, like 20 children can complete a piece of work in 70 days, 10 children can complete a piece of work in 8 days. If the numbers are very in 2-digit numbers, better go with the shortcut method. If the numbers are 3-digit or 4-digit numbers, do not go with the shortcut method. Why? Because that feels little bit confusing while multiplying the numbers. So in those scenario, go with this normal method, right? So here what they are saying is 9 children can complete a piece of work in 360 days. So 9 children, 1 day work will be 1 by 360. So 1 children, 1 day work will be 1 divided by 9 into 360. You don't want to multiply this, right? Keep the value as it is. So second thing, 18 men can complete a piece of work. 18 men can complete a piece of work in 72 days. So 18 man 1 day work will be 1 by 72. So 1 man 1 day work will be 1 by 18 into 72. So similarly the last value will be women. So 12 women can complete a piece of work in 162 days. So 1 day work will be 1 by 162. So 1 woman 1 day work will be 1 by 12 into 162. So the reason is here you can able to see 3 digit number into 9. So 2 digit number, 2 digit number, 3 digit number into 2 digit number. So when you go with that equation method, you have to multiply all these numbers. So it's a time waste there. So that's the reason I'm telling you that not to go with the shortcut method if the numbers are huge. If the numbers are very smaller, then you can go with the shortcut method, what I have taught you in that video, right? So now just we got 1 children, 1 men and 1 women. So now substitute in the equation, right? So 4 into men, right? So 1 man is how much? 1 divided by 18 into 72. So similarly 12 women. So 12 women. 1 woman is equal to 1 divided by 12 into 162. Last will be 10 children. So children is what? 1 divided by 9 into 360. So equal to question mark. So we can cancel 0, 0 here. Similarly, we can cancel 12, 12 here. 1 4s are 4, 4 2s are, sorry, it's 18, right? Yes, 18. So we can cancel it on, we can keep 18 as it is. We can cancel this on 1 4s are 4, 32, 8 4s are 32. So 1 divided by 18 into 18. So plus 1 divided by 162 plus 1 divided by 9 6s are 54, 5, 9 3s are 27, 32. So 324. So 18 into 18 will be 324, right? So here also 324, 162. So we can take LCM as 324. So this will be 1, 2, 1, 4 divided by 324. So 81. So answer will be 81 days. So 4 men, 12 women and 10 children can complete a piece of work in how many days? 81 days according to the question, right? Based upon the values what they have given in the question. So that's it, right? So I think from the next video, for the next question, I will not be teaching these kinds of questions. We are going on to the next different parts. So this will be the final question that is based upon this module, right? I think one more question will be there. It was little bit different model, but remember one thing, because many students have asked this, even in the comment session also many students have asked this, if the numbers are huge, what should I do? So if the numbers are huge, like 3 digit number into 2 digit number, in those scenarios, do not use the shortcut method, that is equating method. Go with the traditional method this way. If the numbers are smaller, for example 9 into 8, similarly 3 into 4, in those cases you don't want to go with this method, you can go with the shortcut method, equating method, you will get the answer easily, right? So finally this will be the answer for this question. So next question. So 12 men can finish a piece of work in 20 days, 18 women can complete a piece of work in 16 days, 24 children can finish it in 18 days, 8 women, 16 children worked for 9 days and then left. In how many days will 10 men complete the remaining project? So our target is to find what the question what they have given is, they have given a men, women as well as a children, separate work has been given. But the main target here is 8 women, 16 children work for 9 days. After working for 9 days, they have left. So first what you need to do is, what is the work done that was totally work done in 9 days by the women and the children? So after completing the work that was done for 9 days, and we need to find the remaining work. So that remaining work has to be completed by who? It has to be completed by the 10 men. So that's our target. This is the way we have to solve the question. So first 1 man work done, 1 woman work done, 1 children work done. So now women and children, how many days they work for? 9 days. So into 9 days work done. So after finding 9 days work done, we have to find what is the remaining work. So after finding the remaining work, that remaining work has to be done by the 10 men. That is the logic, right? Simple question. So first what we can do is, 12 men can complete a piece of work in 20 days. So 1 man is equal to 1 by 12 into 20, right? So similarly, how many children? 24 children can complete a piece of work in 18 days. So 1 divided by 24 into 18. So similarly, what about women? So 18 women can complete a piece of work in 16 days. So 1 woman will be 1 by 16 into 18. Understood or not? Now, so 8 women right, plus 16 children, they are worked for how many days? 9 days. So first let me find what is the work that was done in 9 days, right? So 8 women will be 1 divided by 16 into 18. So plus 16 into children, 1 divided by 24 into 18. So totally we have to multiply by 9 because they are working for 9 days. So this can be written as 1 9s are 9, 9 2s are 18 here, right? So 8 2s are 16 here, sorry. So now we can cancel it on 4 table or else 8 table. 8 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24, 1 2s are 2, 9 2s are 18. So 1 divided by 18 into 2 will be 36. So 1 divided by 27, so into 9. So 36 27. 108 can be LCM. 36 into 3, 27 into 4, so into 9, right? So total part into 9. So I think we can cancel it. 1 9s are 9, remaining will be 1, 9 2s are 18, 4 plus 3 will be 7. So the meaning here is, so in 9 days, right, in 9 days, 8 women and 16 children, so totally they have completed 7 by 12 part of the work is completed. So now what is the question is, what is the remaining part? That remaining part has to be completed by 10 men. So how many days it takes? So here 7 by 12 is completed in 9 days. So what about the remaining? So 1 minus 7 by 12 will be 5 by 12. So 5 by 12 part is the remaining work. Understood or not? So remaining work will be 5 by 12. And this remaining work has to be completed by 10 men. And we know that 12 men can complete a piece of work in 20 days. So use the chain rule, right? So 12 men can complete a piece of work, that is one work, in 20 days. So now how many men required? 10 men is required. We don't know how many days it requires, but what is the work that has to be done? 5 by 12. So friends, understood or not, right? So 12 men can complete a piece of work in 20 days. So 10 men, how many days it takes to complete the 5 by 12 part of the work? So now cross multiply it. 12 into 20 into 5 by 12 is equals to 10 into x. So we can cancel 12 and 12 here. We can cancel 2. So x is equal to 10. So the meaning here is it takes 10 days to complete the piece of work, right? So 10 men is required to complete the remaining 5 by 12 part of the work. So friends, that's it, right? Easy or not, right? Very easy. Just see, I didn't use any shortcut or any new techniques, nothing here. Only first I understand the question, what they have given and what are all the values that we need to find. So first, women and children worked for 9 days. So first I have found what is the 9-day work done by the women as well as children. So after finding that, our target is what? To find the remaining work. Remaining work, how many days it requires to complete by the 10 men. So after finding 9 days work, I have found the remaining work. Remaining work is what? 5 by 12. So this 5 by 12 has to be completed by 10 men. So 5 by 12. So if 12 men can complete a piece of work in 20 days, then 10 men, how many days it required to do 5 by 12 part of the work? Because remaining 5 by 12 part of the work. So just cross multiply it and we found the answer, right? So even though you don't know the question to solve in the exams, first understand the logic of the question. So what they have given, what we need to find. When you do it, definitely at some point you may understand the logic and you will definitely get the question and get the answer for the question. The thing here is, the basics and concepts are always important. That's it. If you know these two things, solving a question is very simple. So finally, this will be this 10 days will be the answer for this question. So next question. So 3 typists P, Q and R have to type 368 pages. P types 1 page in 8 minutes, Q in 18 minutes, R in 24 minutes. In what time these pages be typed if they work together? So very simple question. Always most of the simple question, there are more chance of making a mistake. The question will be very simple, but students will make a mistake only on the simple areas. Simple question, more mistake, right? So I have seen doing that. 3 typists PQR. So totally they have to type how many pages? 368 pages. So P alone can type in 1 minute how many pages? 8 pages. So what I can do is, so P can type 1 by 8. P is one page, it takes 1 by 8 minutes, right? So similarly R, right? R will be 18 minutes and the Q is how much? 24 minutes. So if all 3 are working, so let me find in 1 minute what is the ratio of what they are typing, right? What is the speed? So what I can do is 1 by 8 plus 1 by 18 plus 1 by 24 if all the 3 persons are working. So 24. What will be the LCM here? 8, 18, 24. 72 can be LCM, right? Because 8 9s are 72. 18 4s are 72. So 27 3s are 72. Yes. So now 13, 16. So 16 divided by 72. So we can cancel it on 8 table. 2 times 8 9s are 72. So 2 by 9. So now if all the 3 persons are working, so their ratio will be, not ratio, their speed will be 2 by 9. In 1 minute, the total part of work they can complete will be 2 by 9. So when you write it in a normal way, 9 by 2, right? So 9 by 2, if all the 3 persons are working, so they can complete 9 by 2 part of the work. So now what is the total number of pages that we need to type? What is the total pages they have given? 368. So 368 is the total pages they have to type if all the 3 persons are working. So if all the 3 persons are working, they can complete in 9 by 2. So now 9 divided by 2, right? So we can cancel 1 2s are 2, remaining will be 1, 8 2s are 16, 4 2s are 8. So 184 into 9, 9 4s are 36, 3, 72, 75, 7, 16. So 1656 minutes. Because all the values are in minutes, right? So finally we found it takes 1656 minutes to type this much of pages if all the 3 persons are working. So friends, understood or not? The students where they usually make a mistake is this is the part, right? So 2 by 9, they directly multiply here 2 by 9. No, we won't multiply like that. We always reciprocal the numbers and then only we will multiply. For example, if we find the total number of, if all the 3 persons are working, they can complete a piece of work in 10 days, right? So we got an answer as 1 by 10, but we finally say the answer will be 10 days always. We always take the denominator value. So similarly, I've seen students making mistake here. They directly multiply with 2 by 9 with 368. No, that is wrong. If all the 3 persons are working, they can complete a piece of work in 9 by 2 days. Right? That is 9 by 2 minutes. So 9 by 2, we have to multiply with 368 pages. So once you cancel it, final answer will be 1656 minutes. In case, if we need to convert this 1656 into hours, we need to divide by 60. So based upon the option, for example, if the options they have directly given 1656, then we can go with the option. Or else in the option, if all the answers are like in hours, 20 hours, 23 hours, then you have to divide by 60. So when you divide by 60, 2 times 120, something around 27.6 hours, right? So answer will be 27. If you divide by, in order to convert into hours, if you convert into hours, the answer will be like 27.6 hours. So simple question, easy question, but there are lots of chances of making a mistake. So this is the way you have to solve these kinds of questions. So next question. So 20 men can complete a piece of work in 16 days. After 5 days from the start of the work, some men left. If the remaining work was completed by the remaining men in 55/3 days, how many men left after 5 days from the start of the work? So first let me try to understand the question. Initially, 20 men can able to complete the piece of work in how many days? 16 days. So now the 20 men was working for how many days? They are working for 5 days. So after working for 5 days, some amount of work has been left. And also there will be some men left. We have to find the remaining work that was done by the remaining men in how many days? 55/3 days. So our target is to find how many men were left. So from 20, after 5 days, some men were left. And the remaining men were doing the remaining piece of work in 55/3 days. So our target is to find how many men were left. This is our target, right? And many students don't know how to, if they know the concept, they know the concept of the question, what we need to find and what they are asking. But many students don't know the way to approach this, right? Way to approach to solve this question. So first thing, easy method, right? So 20 men, right? 20 men is working for how many days? 20 men able to complete a piece of work in 16 days, right? So 20 men, 1 day work will be 1 by 16, right? So now 20 men, how many days they are working? For 5 days. So into 5, usually we do this, right? If they are working for 5 days, into 5. So 5 by 16 is the work that they have completed by 20 men in 5 days. Yes. So after 5 days, we have to find what is the remaining work. So 5 by 16, 1 minus 5 by 16 will be 11 by 16. So 11 by 16 is what? A remaining work. Yes or no? Right? So this remaining work, was completed by the remaining men. We don't know how many men were worked this 11 by 16 part of the remaining work, but this work has been completed in how many days? How many days they have given? 55 by 3 days. So friends, understood, right? So initially 20 men, they have worked for 5 days. So 20 men, 1 day work, right? And they have worked for 5 days. 5 by 16 part of work is completed. So 1 minus 5 by 16, remaining work is 11 by 16. And this 11 by 16 work was completed by some amount of men, because some men were left. We don't know how many men were working to complete this remaining work. But this remaining work was completed by the remaining men in 55 by 3 days. We can use a simple method called chain rule, because we know all the values, right? What is the chain rule here? So 20 men can complete a piece of work in 16 days to do one work, right? So now what is the logic here? To do the remaining work, that is 11 by 16, some amount of men were completed this 11 by 16 part of work in how many days? 55 by 3 days. So friends, understood or not? Very easy. Because all the values we know, right? 20 men can complete a piece of work in 16 days. Remaining work is 11 by 16. That has been completed by some amount of men in 55 by 3 days. So now just cross multiply it. So 20 into 16 into 11 by 16. Right? So into 55 by 3. Got it? So when we cross multiply it. So 111, 5 times, 4 times, cancel 16, 16. So x is equal to 12. So the meaning here is, what we got 12 here is, so here finally we found 12 men have worked to complete this 16 by 11 remaining part of work in order to complete by 55 by 3 days. Remember that the answer is not 12, right? Because 12 men were working to complete the remaining work. So totally initially 20 men were working, and then 12 men were working to complete 11 by 16 part of the work. So how many men were left? So 8 men were left. So answer will be 8 men, not 12 men, because our target is to find what they are asking us. How many men were left after 5 days? So after 5 days, how many men were left? 8 men were left. Only then we can say the remaining 12 men were completed the remaining work in 55 by 3 days. So friends, easy or not, right? This is the way you have to approach the question. If you don't know, after reading the question, many students have asked me this. I have read the question, I understand the concept of the question, I know how to solve it, but I don't know how to start to approach the question, right? Initial step. That was the thing where many students were struggling for it. So just go for it, right? Just start the step. 20 men, 1 day work. 20 men, 5 day work. What is the remaining work? So what is the work done that they have done for 5 days? And then after 5 days, what is the remaining work? That remaining work as done by the remaining man in this much of day. So we don't know how many men were there. So we can go with this chain rule method. By using a chain rule, we found at that question mark how many men were working to finish the remaining work in this number of days. So if remaining men were this much and initially were this much, and how many men were left? 8 men were left. That's it. This is the way and this is the method that you have to approach a question like this. Right? This comes only in practice. Again, I am saying practice is much and much important. Right? That's the reason I am repeatedly telling this. Given a question for practice, practice it again and again. Sit and analyze what is the mistakes that you have done on the test. So only then you can able to solve the question in your exams. Right? So finally, this will be the answer for this question. So next question. A project manager hired 16 men to complete a project in 38 days. However, after 30 days, he realized that only 5 by 9 of the work is completed. So how many more men does he need to hire to complete the project on time? So when just listen here. So initially, first let me understand the concept of the question, similarly what we did in the previous question. So if you don't know how to approach this, I will teach you how to approach the question, right? So first, a project manager hired 16 men to complete a project in 38 days. So this is the thing, he had hired some amount of person, that is 16 men he hired to complete a project in 38 days. However, after 30 days, he realized that only 5 by 9 of the work is done. What is the meaning of it? So however, after 30 days, which means 30 days, 16 men are worked. Yes or no? 16 men were worked for 30 days initially. And how much of work has been completed? Only 5 by 9 of the work is complete. This is the way you have to approach, right? So 16 men were working for 30 days. 5 by 9 of the work is completed. Then what about the remaining work? 1 minus 5 by 9 will be 4 by 9. So 4 by 9 of the work is remaining. So now what is the next point they said is, how many more men are required to complete the project on time, right? So the remaining work is 4 by 9. He actually hired some amount of person to complete a job in how many days? 38 days. Already 30 days they have only completed 5 by 9. So still how many days remaining? 8 days remaining. We don't know how many men are required to do this remaining part of the work. So friends, understood this point or not, right? So this is the only thing that you need to know how to solve the question. If you know this, solving a question is very easy, right? So 16 men, actually he hired 16 men to complete a project on time for 38 days. But actually after 30 days, he found only 5 by 9 is completed. So what is the remaining work? 4 by 9. So this 4 by 9 has to be completed in how many days? 8 days, because he have to complete the project on time, right? So he fixed to complete a project in 38 days. So 30 days, this much of work done. Remaining work is 4 by 9. So if we need to complete on time, which is remaining number of days is 8 days. So 8 days, now how many men are required? So what is the formula that we can use here? Chain rule formula, right? So 16 into 30. So 16 people work for 30 days. So 5 by 9 of the project is completed. So remaining project is 4 by 9. So this has been completed by some amount of men in how many days? 8 days. So now 16 into 30 yet into 4 by 9 is equals to x into 8 into 5 by 9. So we can cancel 9 and 9 here. So 1 8s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 1 5s are 5, 6 5s are 30, right? So finally 6 into 4 will be 24. So 24 into 2 will be 48. So when just here, the answer is not 48. So we found the remaining work that was 4 by 9. In order to complete in 8 days, how many men were required? 48 men were required. So now, what is the question here? How many more men does needed? Initially he had only 16 men. Now 48 men are required to complete the remaining part of the work. So how many more men he have to hire? So 32 more men have to be hired. So friends, understood or not, right? So if we hire from 16 additional of 32 members, so totally 48 members can able to finish the remaining work in the fixed date, that is fixed number of days, 38. So this will be the answer for this question. So friends, understood or not how I approach this? So this is the way you have to approach the question. If you don't know what is the first step that I need to proceed to solve the question, this is the only way. Write slowly how much work done, what is the number of days they have worked, and what is the remaining work. In case if the remaining work has to be completed in remaining number of days, then definitely go with the chain rule. So friends, understood or not? This tabular column alone is important here. So that's it. I think it's a very small video, but I have taught you 5 to 6 questions here. Next video I will be teaching you a different concept question, but do not forget to practice. Again and again I am saying practice only helps you to solve the questions in your exams, right? So after watching this video, do not forget to practice it. And so still, if you want more number of questions, I will give you a PDF later on, but not now. Many students were asking for the PDF also. I will definitely give you a PDF file, but give me some more time. So I will definitely give you all the PDF files for the practice. So now here I have given the test series to practice time and work. So do not forget to practice it. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really like it, share this video to your friends, those who are preparing for the competitive exams. So friends, thank you so much for watching it. Bye.